Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back. All right, today's video is going to be quick and easy, and we're going to talk about pricing your car. Okay, and this is the process that I like to follow when it comes to pricing your car. Now, I like to know where I'm going to end up at before I even buy the car. Okay, so before buying the car, I know where I'm going to sell it to, which bank's going to pick it up, or which potential banks and how much they're going to be able to give me, right? And I'm going to show you that right now. Now, keep in mind, this is a little bit more advanced, but I mean, the longer you do this and the longer you watch my videos, you'll kind of begin to understand, but nothing beats hands-on training. So this is just like a little quick thing to prepare you for what's coming, because this is the problems you're going to be dealing with, all right? So when it comes to pricing your car, like I said, you got to know your exit strategy before you commit to the purchase, so you know exactly how much to spend and how much you want to make. Of course, we all want to make as much as possible. So let me show you real quick. Enough talking, right? I'm going to show you. Well, first, we go and we use an application called AutoNick right there. I'm going to talk about it later on in some of my other videos. And we're using a 2020 Honda Accord to be exact. We're looking at the trade-in value. This is what banks go based off of. All right. This one has a clean trade-in value of $20,550. So that's how much the bank is going to give me, $20,550. Let's use that as a general rule of thumb. I can get $20,550 from the bank. Now, my goal is to bid much less than that. The cheaper I buy the car at that price, the more money I'm going to make without overcharging my customer. Okay? Here's the perfect example. Here, I got a 2020 Honda Accord with the same mileage, and this is the price that was paid for. So around 15 and some change, right? Please, I'm sorry for the camera. Around 15 and some change. That's how much that we're in it for on that vehicle, right? It's just an example. And we can sell it to the bank for $25.50 is how much they're going to give us. So our goal is to price it at that price, more than that price or below that price. That's going to be totally up to you, depending on how much you want to make. Okay? Other valuations that we look at on the same application, there's a button right here where we can look at other options. So I'm going to click on this, and we have auction values. So if you're at an auction buying and selling, the most you can bring in is around $21,600, depending on the condition on this specific vehicle. Average is $18,700 and low is $15,800. So we are around $14,900, which is low for the auction, which is a pretty good deal. So you see what I'm saying? You kind of start using these guides as a reference on how much you can pay for this car. If I would have paid $20,000 for the car, I'm right at clean trade, I'm not going to be able to make money. You can also use this one right here, the retail guide from J.D. Power. The low value is $18,300, loan value is $18,300. That's what the bank looks at. Okay, what's the loan value? $18,300. And they'll give you a certain percentage loan to value. Okay, and then you have your retail price, $23,100. And if it had less miles, the retail will be around $25,300. But with the mile adjustment, we have $23,100. So we went ahead and priced it online on the website for $24,995. You can see right here. That is a good benchmark to start, because you can always go low, but you can never add more to that price. Okay, so that's one thing you really got to worry about. You cannot increase what's on here. You can always go lower, but you can never go higher on your customer. So starting off high would be great, or you can always display email for price, and then customers will never see the price, and you'll be able to, you know, make your adjustments and do whatever you need to do. When it comes to submitting deals to the bank, we'll go over that later at a later module. Okay, so general rule of thumb, I look at that amount, clean trade, and I try to stay around the lowest possible I can, but you got to account for fees. So I like to stay around $1,000 to $1,500 below that. And also keep in mind that these valuations, these prices, they drop every month. Every month they go lower or they go higher, depending on the market and how many people are buying, how many people are selling, what these prices are selling for. So you got to give yourself enough spread to account for that market depreciation. All right, because these cars depreciate. Ever heard that saying, it depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot? It's pretty much what happens with new cars. But with used cars, every month your car's worth less and less. The more miles it has, every mile it gets, it's just worth less and less. Okay, and that is the nightmare about the used cars or any depreciation asset. The more you use it, or the more, the more you use it, the more it depreciates quicker, right? So we talked about that auto nick. I like to see the trade-in value. Buy below that trade-in value. There are other books, so your state may have a different one. You may have Kelley Blue Book or Black Book guides, which also work, right? So like I said, price it high and sell it low to your customer. Or if you price it on there, make sure you have it. There is a disclaimer on there that dealer is not responsible for pricing errors, because the cash price and the finance price is the same price. So you have to make sure that you either price it high so you can go low, and customers like to lowball you anyways. They will always try to hit you about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,000 sometimes below your advertising price. So it's always good to give yourself some spread. Okay, now let's go on to the next advice real quick, the next module. Check this out. Okay, so as you can see, we have this website through CarGurus, and CarGurus has their own valuation guides. So they are evaluating it at $22,250. So my price at $24,995, if I were to put it on here, let me put that on there so I can show you, $24,995, it shows that it's overpriced. So you drop it by about $200 and it shows to be high price. You drop it about $1,000 at $23,100 and it shows to be a fair deal. You show it, bring it down to about $1,000 more at $22,000 and it shows to be a good deal. And what it shows you right here, I guess it doesn't show you, but where it says deal ranking will show you how far you're ranking on the search pages. And the lower you are, the highest on the search pages you are, because that's the way CarGurus operates. They show the lowest price car first, because I guess people like to shop for the lowest price. So if I increase $3,000 at $20,809 and decrease it by $1, $20,808, I will appear on page 1 on CarGurus according to them for my deal ranking at $20,808. So if you want to sell it cash, $20,808 will get you a great deal. But remember, $20,550 is your clean trade. So if you're good with getting that amount, then by all means, sell it. My advice to you is, if you get a customer and they're paying you cash and you're making money on the deal, take the deal. You will make money on other deals too. Now, if you're only losing about $100 or $200 and your car is getting old and you're trying to get rid of it, get rid of it. You're not going to make money on every car. Not every day is a Sunday. All right. So just remember that. If you get a customer that's coming and get you some money, even if you make a little bit of money, as long as you get your money back and you can go and get yourself a next car, you should do that. Take the deal, make the money, spin them fast, and make as much as you can. You make the money when you buy the car, not when you sell the car. All right? Because you got to know exactly how much the customers are going to give you. And that thing comes with experience, and experience comes with time, right? So you got to work on this, man. Make it happen. I guess that's all I got for today. That's how I price cars. I like to look at these pricing evaluators, and then also I like to, when you're coming and you're trying to price these little cheap cars, right? Like $1,000, $2,000. I suggest you go on Facebook Marketplace, you go on OfferUp, and you go on all these other classified sites to see how much they're pricing those cars for, and try to pay, give yourself the spread based on that. Not much really the clean trade-in, because that's for banks. So if you're buying a car and you're hoping to sell it cash that way, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to build your network of wholesalers that are going to pay you cash all the time. But you can do that. It's difficult, but not impossible. All right. So if you're starting with the cheaper units, go on Craigslist, go on Facebook Marketplace, and then look at these prices and price accordingly. Okay. Make sure you give yourself enough spread so these customers, so you can take these low ball offers that they give you. Right. And if you're making money on the deal, enough to cover your car, give yourself some profit, let it go. Roll it. Roll the dice, because your next deal may be the one that gets you a lot of money. Okay? And sometimes, this is for another lesson, sometimes not doing the deal pays off. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with that one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.